Thank you for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis, and some big changes coming in the weather department, including a KARE 11 weather impact alert for tomorrow.
And our team issues these kinds of alerts for all kinds of weather situations, including storms. So let's get right to meteorologist Ben Derry in for John this morning. What can we expect tomorrow, Ben?
Well, I'd almost call it a little bit of good news. We're finally going to break out of this hot stretch that's lasted since Sunday with some rowdy thunderstorms heading into tomorrow. We have issued a KARE 11 weather impact alert for Thursday for 2 rounds of storms. One round near or just after daybreak tomorrow. That should be the non-severe variety, but then potentially a stronger round of thunderstorms just after lunchtime tomorrow. That could include all types of weather hazards, and the threat is especially high for our neighbors to the east into Wisconsin. Outside this morning, we're seeing some actual clouds thanks to some moisture starting to increase. Today is our last really warm day for a while. We don't have any red flag warnings in effect today, but still near critical fire conditions. But you're going to feel the moisture outside, a little bit of humidity today that will add to the potential for those storms as we head into Thursday, followed by a major pattern flip. We're talking 50s and 60s for forecast highs starting Friday, lasting through the weekend. Enjoy the 80s while we have them. 85, 86 for our forecast high today. We'll talk more about that cool down and those storms in a couple minutes. First, let's get a look at your traffic with Cece. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hope your day's off to a good start. We'll start over in Golden Valley. Good morning if you're waking up there. Seeing a stalled vehicle here. This is on Highway 100 southbound right at the exit ramp to Glenwood Avenue. As you see a vehicle with the trailer here, it's off in this right turn lane, but it's not slowing down traffic. I'm sure you can still take that ramp. Just wanted to point that out to you. Taking a look here at the bigger map, that's really the only situation that I'm seeing that's kind of a nuisance situation. Everything else looks pretty good, all green around the map here. I do want to go over to Coon Rapids though. There's a project starting there later on tonight. It's on Highway 10 over there. So stick around for the details about that and if you need to take any detours. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. Let's get to our top story here at 6:03. Overnight wildfires continue to spread in northern Minnesota, and authorities are now saying that their first priority is saving both people and their properties.
Even though the fires exploded in size over the last 24 hours, containing them, they say, is secondary here. The 3 biggest fires are in St. Louis and Lake counties. Michelle Beck is at the live desk with new information coming in overnight. Hey, Michelle.
Well, hey guys, good morning to you. This right here is the website officials have directed me to for the latest updates. As you can see, the Camp House fire here alone has swallowed up nearly 12,000 acres. That's about 9 times the number I got from officials this time yesterday. The problem here is that none of it is contained. So it started Sunday has proven to be tough to fight, and the incident command system says it's due to erratic fire behavior. Late last night, the St. Louis County Sheriff said 144 structures are now destroyed. Besides the Camp House fire, 2 other fires are wreaking havoc in the same area. They're called Jenkins Creek, nearing 7,000 acres in size, and Munger Shaw, at least 1,000 acres. Officials say 200 people have been forced to evacuate. That includes Jeff Conklin, as you saw right there, and his 2 dogs.
Might have to deal with Red Cross and put these guys in a temporary shelter until we get access to go back into the house.
I just hope it gets under control soon and people can get home and they got a home and a cabin to go back to. I mean, they're pretty much at the unknown.
I do have emails and text messages out to officials, but we have yet to see what's changed overnight for each of these 3 big wildfires. Ben tells us it's still hot and dry, but luckily there is no red flag warning in Minnesota right now. Jason.
At least some good news there. Michelle, thank you very much. Right now, an air quality alert is in effect for northeast Minnesota because of wildfire smoke. You can see on this map, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency expects the yellow areas to be upgraded to unhealthy for sensitive groups today. Right now, the alert is in effect until 4 p.m. And as we learn more on these wildfires, we will bring you updates on KARE 11 Plus. That's our streaming app for your TV. Download it and watch for free.
Let's take a live look right now here at 6:05 at the U.S. Future Boards. You can see all in the green this morning, just 6 hours after a deal temporarily slashing tariffs between the U.S. and China went into effect. Now, the trade agreement between the 2 countries was announced Monday and went into effect at midnight. For 90 days, the U.S. is cutting tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%, while China is reducing a 125% tax on American products to 10%. President Trump's also cutting down the tax on small goods, impacting shipments from popular stores like Shein and Temu.
Happening today at noon, St. Paul police will be honoring their fallen officers during a memorial at the state capitol. Then later tonight, peace officers from across the state will stand in silent vigil for 24 hours ahead of the Minnesota Peace Officer Memorial Day service. That service will honor more than 300 officers who died in the line of duty and will include remarks by Governor Walz. Now, this all comes after hundreds of fallen officers across the country were honored at the U.S. Capitol, including Minneapolis officer Jamal Mitchell and Burnsville officers Matthew Ruge and Paul Elmstrand. More than 24,000 names are already etched into the National Fallen Law Enforcement Officer Memorial. 300 more were added, their names read aloud one by one last night.
The heavy emotions of it do come back and they swell up, and it's good to be able to experience that with other partners and family members and people that are very important and vital to this experience.
Over 160 Minnesota officers and family members traveled to D.C. with the help of donations from the community. And Burnsville and Minneapolis police officers will also attend a wreath-laying ceremony tomorrow.
Well, Katy Perry is trending this morning after her concert at the Target Center last night left fans waiting outside for more than 2 hours. Frustrated fans sharing some of these photos and pictures of crowds and long lines outside of the arena and in the skyways. The show went on until after 11 because of it. Now, in a post on X, Target Center cited technical difficulties and said that the show would not start until everyone got into the arena. No word yet what caused all of these issues.